Good morning, I'm Jacinto with Air Quality Specialist, and we're going to be going over why you should get an AC maintenance. Good morning, I'm Jacinto with Air Quality Specialist. I'm here to do your air conditioning maintenance.
Come in.
Alrighty. So we're going to be checking out the filter because from our past experience, it's one of the most simplest things that can be changed out that causes a lot of common issues. This is what we call the return, and as you can see, it's slightly dirty, so I definitely recommend replacing. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but yeah, dirty, clean is always better. Bam! And we're gonna write the date, 3/7/20 with a happy face. So the reason we wrote down the date is so we can remember when it's time to change. So as you can see here, I'm going to go through a thorough checklist to make sure that the air conditioning is working in peak performance. So at the very end, I'm going to go ahead and leave a copy so the homeowners know everything that I checked. So as you can tell here, this is the contact coil. This is where your power comes in. And this is the capacitor that supplies electricity to both the motor and the compressor. And down here, we have the service valves where we hook up our gauges to make sure all the pressures are correct. So ideally we want to check the pressures when it's about 70 degrees because the refrigerant is actually very temperature sensitive. We like to run the system 5 to 10 minutes before checking anything to make sure the pressures level out and everything's warmed up. So what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be checking all my amp draws on my electrical components, which consist of the compressor and the motor and the contact coil. So right here we're checking the voltage going in, and then we're going to check from one tooth to the other tooth, and we should have less than 1 volt difference. And we are good. Voltage drop 0.001, 0.002, which is great. We're going to check the amp draw on the compressor and the outdoor fan. 1.25 amps. And for the compressor is 7.2. So here we're checking the service disconnect, the one that shuts off the power to the actual unit. And we're going to see if we see anything that's kind of out of the ordinary and everything looks like it's okay. So right here we're checking to make sure that any wires to see if there's any burn marks, anything that we should be concerned of, and it looks like everything's okay. So I'm just gonna mark my findings on the maintenance, what I found with the disconnect, and it is a blade type and it's in good condition. The electrical connections are all good, we checked that. What I like to do as a technician, I like to go ahead and just knock any dust out just to make it look nice, you know? Clean air conditioning is always a happy air conditioning. We're going to go ahead and check our capacitor, which is, like I said, this little cylinder looking thing here. So we took off all the connections to ensure that we could get an accurate reading. So this is the capacitor here, and right here the numbers that it reads is 70/5 microfarads. So basically that's the size of the compressor capacitor and the condensing fan motor. And the tolerance is plus or minus 6%, so we want to make sure that it's always within threshold. 68.9, and then we're going to get 5.43. So we checked the capacitor and it still falls under the threshold, so it's still good to go. So we're going to go ahead and mark that on our maintenance form. So one of the easiest ways to prolong the life of your air conditioning system would be to add one of the several types of hard starts that there is in the market, and it's an easy way to really get the most out of your system. I just finished rinsing the condenser coil with the specific cleaner that we use for our AC maintenances. Thanks to Rudy Rico, we have these fantastic stickers that we apply at all our service disconnects in case of an emergency. Thank you, Rudy Rico. So everything checked out on your unit. We did add a hard start to prolong the life of your system so you can get the most years out of it. All I need is a signature from you here, and I'll leave you a copy right now. There you go. This is for you, sir. Another satisfied customer.